Okay, now in this video, I'm going to show you how I make my wine labels. Okay, from time to time I get asked the question, and from time to time I generally tell people, no, I'm not going to answer that question because it's a bit too involved. So now I've decided to go ahead and create a video, try and answer a lot of these questions, and hopefully for those of you who wish to dress up your wine bottles with labels, this will help you do it. Hi, I'm Charles and welcome to DIY Fermentation, your site for doing fermentation on a shoestring budget. Now, in order for me to make my wine labels, I use the Canva website, and that's going to be www.canva.com. And that brings up the Canva site. Now, I should point out that, yes, I am a Canva affiliate. That's for the pro version, but we're not using the pro version. We are using the personal free version, which is all I really ever use. And to get started with that, what I do is that I want to create a wine label template. So I'm going to go over to, on the left-hand side, go to templates. And in the search box, even though it's right here, I'm just going to type in wine label. And press enter. And that will bring up all of Canva's wine label templates, at least on the free site. Some of these are not free, but the ones that I'm going to be using, and I'll just quickly scroll through some of the templates that are available to you in the free site. I'm going to use the simplest one, which is the one that I use, and it's the black illustration ... So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and that's going to bring up the black illustration wine label and gives me a bigger, closer view of what's there, along with a few more that are kind of sort of similar like it. But I'm going to go ahead and click the Customize This Template button. And it brings me to the Canva editor. And again, it's still trying to give me some more templates to choose from. I'm not going to scroll this whole list. And there's some various styles that I can also try. But I'm not interested in any of that. So I'm going to close this window to give us more room to work with. This is not going to be a full-fledged tutorial on using the Canva software. This is just how I make my wine labels. And I should point out that if you have any issues with using the Canva website, you need to be talking to Canva. Don't be talking to me because I do not provide Canva support. However, that being said, let's see. If we move the mouse button over the template, we see that we have various elements which will become highlighted. All of this we can change. I'm going to keep this one very simple, and I'm just going to change a few things. I'm not going to change the picture, which I used to do. I'm going to click on the name, double click it, and I'm going to replace that with my channel name, which of course is now way too big. There's no point in me moving it. I want to make this a bit smaller to fit all on one line, so I can click on the size button. A little bit larger. And if I wanted to change the fonts, I can actually do all of that through a pretty good listing of fonts that they have available to you. I'm not going to scroll through the entire list because I'm not going to be changing a lot of that. And the next thing I want to do is, I'm not making a Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm making a simple apple wine. So I'll go ahead and change that. In fact, I think I'm going to make that bold. And where they have established 1990, I'm going to change that. And I usually put in the date that I started making this batch of wine. And I'm going to make that smaller. And instead of Magnifico Winery, I'm going to change that. And usually here I would put in ABV, which is alcohol by volume, and we'll give this a respectable 13%. So we know how much alcohol is in this particular container. And normally I would add a third line, which is where I would say if it's pasteurized or not, but I'm just going to leave it because this is just a simple label example. And that having been said, if we go up to the top, we have the file name. I'm just going to change that. Instead of black illustration wine label, we're just going to have wine label. Let's make that example. EXAMPLE. And that's all. Everything gets saved automatically. You can undo if you need to. I'm going to go and save this under File and Download. I want to save it to my hard drive. And this will open up a menu box here where you have options to save it under different types of file formats. But I usually find that PNG works just fine. Being able to resize it, give it a transparent background, so on and so forth. Those are in the Pro version, which we will not be using here. So we'll just go ahead and click on the download button. And once it's been completed, we can actually go ahead and close this program. Now, the next thing we need to do in order to make our labels is that we need to open up our word processor. Now, I should point out that I'm using a much older version of Microsoft Office Word for the simple reason that A, it's paid for and I don't have to rent it, and B, it's got everything in it that I needed to do. In your case, some of the options and menus might be a little bit different, but it should do everything that you needed to do to create these labels. So we're going to open up a new document, and one of the first things we need to do is that we need to change the margins so we can squeeze as many labels onto a single sheet as possible. And in order to do that, find your page layout and then go to your margins, and then you want to go to custom margins. I could just go here because that's where I got all my settings set, but we'll go to custom margins. And we want to change a few things, starting with the top. We just want to reduce that down to 0.2. Same thing with the bottom. We'll change that to 0.2. As far as the left is concerned, also 0.2, and also for the right, 0.2. Everything's going to be everything's going to be 0.2. Nothing else we need to change. So we can then go ahead and OK that. That gives us room to work with. And now that we've got our margin set, the next thing we need to do is that we need to insert our PNG file containing our wine label. And usually you can go to Insert, and we will insert a picture. And we need to find that picture, which we downloaded into our Downloads folder. And that came in under Wine Label Example. Go ahead and click that, and go ahead and click Insert. And that gives us our wine label, which is taking up a good chunk of the page. Instead of these 6 wine labels that we want on this one page, we need to make changes to this particular image file. So in order to do that, we could just simply drag it to make it smaller, but then you're trying to adjust each one to size. So instead of doing that, we're just going to right click on the image and we're going to go down to size. You should have that option in your word processor. And we're going to change a few things. We're going to uncheck lock aspect ratio and relative to original picture size if you have those options checked. And then under height, we want to reduce that down to 3.14. So 3.1, and I'll stick in a 4. Under width, we want to change that to down to 3.79. So 3.87, and we'll stick in a 9. Don't need to change anything else. We can go ahead and close that. And that gives us our first label. Now we only have to do this once, because what we can now do is this. Go ahead and click off to the right of the image. We want to insert 13 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we can go over to our label and we can right click that. And we want to copy and then move off to where we ended up with our spacing, and we can simply paste. We now have the same size label, and it's now got 2 copies of that. After that's done, go ahead and hit the return key twice, or enter key, depending on how your keyboard spells it. 1, 2. And then we can also right click and paste. Insert our 13 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we can also right click and paste again. Hit the return or enter key twice. 1, 2. And repeat the process. And we now have our labels ready to print. So now we can either print this on plain bond paper and you can find some way to glue it on your wine labels, or you can insert one or more sheets of your full-paged labels. It's basically like if you've seen Avery labels where you've got a multitude of labels that you kind of print and then you peel them off. This is just a full sheet version of it, just one big label. So go ahead and insert that into your printer and we are getting ready to print. And the steps that I use for printing on my particular system is that I go to, instead of hitting the print icon up here, I do the old slow way. And we go to here and we will go to print, and I want to print here. And that will give me the print option menu here. And I usually will go to properties because I want to change the paper type from the plain copy paper that I print on normally. And I want to change that to the label paper, which is thicker. And I don't want to print on both sides. So I'll change that to none. And you can leave print quality as normal. Then we simply OK that. And we OK that, and our printer will begin printing. Now then, using our preferred cutting instrument of choice, we now want to start cutting out our wine labels. And there we go. We've now cut out our first 3 labels. And the thing about labels is that the backing material can sometimes be difficult to peel off, depending on whether or not you splurged on getting labels that have already cut lines going down the middle, which makes it easier sometimes. And I can assure you, this is one of the early few times in which I've been able to peel off a label without a lot of kind of scraping around the edges to try and find the backing material. But all we need to do now is put this on a bottle. Now, for the sake of argument, let's just assume that this bottle has been filled and corked. It hasn't, because I'm not doing that process today. And all we need to do to complete the process is to put on our label, pick a suitable spot, and there you go. You now have a bottle with wine label attached, which is a whole lot better than not having a label at all. So there we go. This is my take on how I create my labels for my wine bottles to help dress them up a bit. If you like what you see here, of course, please click on the subscribe button. Better yet, become a member. Better yet, become a Patreon. Help support this channel out. So until the next video, I'll see you.